Do you ever wonder why the first anime you ever watched gives you a warm feeling whenever you think about it? Got you. I bet a specific scene or a certain character came to mind when I said that. No matter what your first anime was, I can almost guarantee you have a soft spot for it. Maybe it wasn't the greatest anime ever made, or maybe you've even seen dozens of shows that are objectively better than it. None of them just quite hit the same spot. And if you're anything like me, you've probably spent last few months, years chasing that feeling you got when you watched that first special show. I call this the first anime phenomenon. It doesn't have to be your first anime in particular, it just has to be the first show or anime that you watched that changed how you saw anime as a whole. The one that makes you realize these aren't just cartoons, they're capable of telling stories to leave an impact on you for years. For me, that first anime was I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. Can you guess what shows I watched after? A Silent Voice, Plastic Memories, and Violet Evergarden. But looking back, I Want to Eat Your Pancreas is still my favorite out of those. But why? Let me tell you the story of how I accidentally fell in love with anime. Real quick, before you guys watch the video, I do want to say there are spoilers for I Want to Eat Your Pancreas in this, so please go watch the anime first, come back, watch the video. Also, there's this new thing that you can do on YouTube, hyping creators' videos. It helps out a ton. I'd appreciate that. Also, I filmed that last part with the step ladder. Don't judge me. Anyways, enjoy the video, guys. Let's rewind back to 2022. To say I was going through it was an understatement. I had just broken up or gotten dumped by my first girlfriend of over 2 years, and everything felt different. I wasn't sleeping well, I wasn't eating well, and it was all kind of subconscious. And to be honest, I was just looking for any means to distract me. My sleep had gotten terrible. I would just go to school, sleep through school, go to work, rinse and repeat. So I called one of my friends. Let's call him James for now. I asked him to recommend me a show that would make me bawl my eyes out. But I gave him 3 rules. First, it had to be something I could finish in one night, whether that be a movie or a short series, something within like 4 or 5 hours. Second, it had to make me cry, and I mean like ugly cry. And third, the third rule was no anime whatsoever. Yeah, that rule didn't exactly last long. He gave me 2 recommendations. Number 1, A Silent Voice, and the second, I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. I picked Pancreas because the name just kind of sounded crazy. I thought it was going to be, to be honest, kind of like a horror. I didn't really know what I was getting into until I saw the cover, but let me give you some context. I had just gotten home from school that Friday night. Parents were out of town, and I definitely did not have a couple of drinks before watching. Anyways, the movie starts with Sakura's funeral. Immediately, I was just straight up confused. Like, how am I supposed to be sad when they showed her funeral at the start? I mean, we already knew she was going to pass. So I kind of figured that the emotional aspect of the movie was going to be her slowly losing her fight with her pancreatic disease. So when I saw Haruki pick up Living with Dying, I wasn't exactly surprised. I mean, I had already knew she was going to pass, and I thought I had figured out exactly where the story was going. But before we talk about the ending, I want to get into why I connected with this movie so much, and it was because of the main character, Haruki. Not because I was reading books in the library all the time or not having any friends, but because I sort of started isolating myself from the people around me. After quarantine, I kind of lost the ability to socialize. I feel like a lot of people around my age went through a similar thing. Then on top of that, with senior year, I had just learned that pretty much all my friends were going to a different school than me. I knew nobody going into college. It felt like everyone was moving on and I was being replaced very slowly. So when Haruki wanted to keep to himself or imagined what other people thought of him, I felt that, as corny as it is to say. The author did an amazing job writing Sakura as a character. She's one of the happiest characters in all of anime. She laughs, she runs everywhere. She is the perfect depiction of lively. And she's so full of life throughout the movie that you almost forget get that she's dying to a terminal illness. Even though throughout the film she makes these snarky comments about how she's gonna pass and she doesn't have much time left, she says it in a manner that you almost take it as a joke. And for me, I kind of felt like Haruki forgot as well. So that's what makes the ending hurt so much. The entire movie prepares you for this one moment that's building up the whole time, and it's her illness. I mean, I remember checking how much time was left in the movie when they were at the cafe, or when Haruki was at the cafe for the last time, and she didn't show up. And I saw around 30 minutes left, thinking, oh, she probably just got reinstated to the hospital, you know. Next thing you know, they're going to be together again. And I actually thought to myself, there's no way she's dying yet. And nothing could have prepared me for what happened next. The news report. Sakura's already limited time was cut short. It wasn't fair. It seemed surreal in the moment, and seeing Haruki fall apart on the stairs really was an oh shit moment. Sometimes there isn't going to be a goodbye. Sometimes there isn't going to be a last conversation. My friends, a lot of them, I never spoke to them after graduation. And that realization kind of hit me harder than the death itself. Did I cry? Yes. Looking back now, I Want to Eat Your Pancreas isn't the perfect show. It's not critically acclaimed as one of the greatest movies, anime movies of all time. I mean, when you look at it from face value, most of the side characters don't get developed at all. I mean, Sakura's best friend definitely does, but this evil character that's shown for maybe 2 minutes throughout the movie is Sakura's ex-boyfriend. I mean, we know nothing about him. We pretty much didn't meet the families of the two main characters at all. There are flaws. To me, I still have a perfect image in my head of the movie. For me, I experienced it right at the moment where I needed it the most. Every time I rewatch it, it's been 3, including editing this video, I notice something different, and it still hits almost to the same magnitude as it did the first time. But no matter how much I watch it or any other anime, I'll never be able to really recreate the magic I felt that first night. I mean, as I always already stated, I began picking up a bunch of sad anime after that as kind of like chasing the feeling that it gave me. And then after that, I switched to romance. And then Horimiya was the new top anime for me. And after that, I got into shonen, mystery, horror. I mean, it all kind of just lined up. That's why I call it the first anime phenomenon, though. Us anime fans will always spend our time following that show for the next, many years, trying to chase that first show we watched. Your first anime isn't always your favorite. It's most definitely probably not the best one you've ever seen, but because of who you were in the moment when you watched it, it becomes just irreplaceable, or at least for me. But let me know what you think. What was your first show? And do you think it was the best anime you've ever watched? Let me know in the comments. I need recommendations. I'm starting to run out of options here. Anyways, bye. I recorded that last part at 7 p.m. It is now 10:30 a.m. and I am still editing. So please like the video and hype the video. Also, my next video will probably be on sports anime and why they're so cool and awesome. Comment your first anime so that I could watch that next. The top comment will be like the next anime I watch, I guess. Anyways, thank you guys so much if you made it here. Bye.